What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my review of the Westside Discs Tursas. This one's in VIP plastic, 177 grams, really nice, understable, straight flying mid-range disc for you guys. Let's take a look at it first of all. I just got a really nice like holographic foil stamp on this with the stars. That looks really cool, I think. There's your flight numbers. I think you could easily consider this glide to be a 6. It's got a ton of glide on this disc and just likes to keep carrying very nicely. It kind of reminds me of the Warship, just like not, it's definitely got some differences to the rim design, but it's kind of got that like low profile, almost like a flattened Buzz type shape to it. Here is a Buzz, my old beat up Hot Devil Buzz. Throw it up there so you can see the differences in the rim design. It's relatively similar, but it looks a little bit squished. What else do I have laying around? Just as comparison, I got this Wombat, another high glide, straight flying mid-range disc, which is a very unique rim profile, but just as a quick comparison there. Wombat, cool disc. Look for my review on that one if you're interested. It's a really fun disc. Discraft Meteor that I've been experimenting with, putting it back in my bag. This is an old 165 Ace disc that I've had for a long time. There it is next to the Tursas. These two are probably the most similar in flight characteristics out of the other discs I'm showing you so far. And here, last but not least, first run MVP Axis. Again, relatively similar type shape. They're all kind of, in my opinion, kind of working around the Buzz shape. The Meteor and the Wombat, not so much, but I mean the Axis and the Tursas are relatively Buzz-ish, in my opinion. So the VIP plastic, same as Opto or Lucid plastic. This one's a little bit opaque, which is the way I like them generally in this plastic type. It feels really nice. It's got a good grip. Not a lot of give to this disc. It doesn't have a whole lot of flex to it. It's pretty stable, rigid plastic. And it's real tough. I hit plenty of trees with this thing during my testing in the woods at Stubbs Stewart State Park out here. Very technical wooded course that I tested this thing on. It was like I had this and one driver and then a bunch of magnets and a anode. And that was all I was using for the whole round because I wasn't really expecting to play. I was just kind of there, and I had some discs I was testing, but then the course was there, so I played it. And yeah, the Tursas did a great job. So let's talk about the flight of this thing. I am somewhat surprised. I expected the disc to be more flippy than it actually is, to be honest. When I bought it, once I started testing it, I realized it just has a ton of glide, and if you throw it down a little hyzer with a nice smooth throw without trying to power it up very much, it just likes to flip up flat and just hold a dead straight line with a lot of glide. It flies really nice downhill. It flies really nice through the woods where you just want to throw that kind of smooth line, let it pop up and ride, and hope it flies dead through the middle of the trees where you need it to. It does a great job for that. I could also throw it up high, again, keep it on a strong hyzer line, and it would hold that for the most part. It didn't want to like flip over on me too much when I was throwing it down on a strong hyzer angle. That being said, if you want it to go right, it's very easy to get it to do that, which is nice. If you throw it mostly flat, maybe on a little hyzer, but you really commit to the snap, it'll start to ride right naturally for sure. And if you give it any anhyzer at all, it'll happily hold that turnover for you real nice. So if you give it any kind of a flat, strong throw, it'll ride right. If you give it a little bit anhyzer, throw it, it's going to hold it all the way. So it's ultimately a really versatile and useful disc. I think a lot of different skill ranges could find some use for the Tursas. I think mostly it's best suited for people that aren't big power throwers, more finesse throwers. Also people that just don't have a lot of arm speed. Also beginners. I think this would be a really great beginner driver would be the Tursas. I think when you're just starting out, get yourself a putter to learn how to throw on approaches, short shots, short drives, and also for putting. But then when you want to try to get a little bit more of a distance shot, try something like this when you're first starting out, because drivers can be really tricky to control. I think this thing would be really easy to get a nice straight shot out of it and get your basics down in the right way. So a good beginner disc. If you have a bigger power arm, I would say this would be a really nice turnover disc for you. Again, hyzer flip, kind of low power, smooth hyzer flip in the woods, just try to get it to carry straight for a long way. It'll do that for you real easy. It's one of those great discs that you really don't have to put a lot of energy on it. You just kind of pop it up and let disc do the work and fly a nice straight line. For me and my power, I found it to be really controllable. I didn't find it to be like flipping on me too much accidentally. A few times I was trying to throw it just dead straight or on a soft, hyzer line through the woods, and it would ride right a little bit too much, or just not hook up enough at the end, and where I want it to just veer a little bit to the left. Sometimes it'll just carry dead straight because of that, kind of unstable nature. Other than that, I really didn't have much trouble controlling the disc. I found it to be a really nice flyer. Great disc. Definitely recommend you guys go out and check one out if you're looking for a straight flying disc or something that you want to throw left to right on a backhand. It does a great job for that. So thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.